Hello, welcome back to the waviest channel on YouTube, bringing you sneaker reviews, clothing reviews, dope vlogs, and everything in between. Today we're taking a look at the Jordan 1 Hyper Royals. Let's get to it. Before we get into this, like and subscribe. Well, only if you want to. But you should. These released on April 16th. Crazy release. So the Nike app switched from the typical purchasing from you just try and get it and that's it to a draw. With the draw, it's open for a certain amount of time. With the draws, I've seen more success from the manual users, the everyday users. Champs didn't release them in men's sizing. In grade school sizing, they had them. Foot Locker released in both grade school and adult sizing. The raffles in store were stupid. No one was giving out information, so it was just tough. It was just stupid tough. Probably a lot of backdooring maybe, but employees were not helping at all. I'm sure because Champs and some other retailers didn't get them in sizing, we'll see a restock here soon, so prices may come back down just a little bit, but we see what they're at right now. And they're going crazy. And that's mainly due to the turbo greens. The turbo green is a very, very, very similar colorway to these. However, these released second. The difference is they don't have the writing on the side. And then some of like the color blocking is a little bit different. But once we take a look at the shoes, we'll actually take a look at that as well. So yeah, turbo greens are way up in price. These are just following. Last release, the University Blues was crazy. So Jordan 1s. Look at it. Crazy. Alright, so here's the box. You have your Nike logo here. Boom, boom, and boom. Got my size 10. And the color code on here is just Hyper Royal and white. That's pretty much it. In the box, regular paper, nothing special. So here we have them, the Hyper Royals. They're kind of washed out. I may need to turn this down a little bit in just a second. Alright, I know it didn't make a big change, but it should have helped a little bit. Maybe I can do one more. Let me try. Yeah, that's much better. However, everything else looks darker, but you want to see the shoe, right? Let's look at the shoe. Alright, so here is the shoe, and let's just go over the similarities between the turbo greens. That way I can just get that out of the way. So on the turbo greens, the writing is like right in here on the inside. It's the outside of the shoe. And what else is a little bit different? The color blocking, like the check on the Hyper Royals, is actually the same color as all the other paneling, like this panel. So it would have been green instead of this gray that we're seeing right here. So that's a difference. And then also how the tongue tab is colored is different. It was just white on the Hyper Royals, and the check was green or blue or purple actually. And then the Nike Air was yellow, I believe, something like that. Those were the little bits of differences I can remember just off the top of my head. But let's look at the details of the shoe, starting with the bottom. So here on the bottom we have a cool gray outsole. Got your stars right up here. Then also you have a white midsole here, touching that copper or that cool gray on the toe, and then like the eyelets here, and then on the heel and ankle counters, they are the blue suede. It's definitely rougher suede, but it's simulating, it's a distressed basically. And with that distress, it's like if the suede was actually Hyper Royal and was like distressed to a point where they look like this instead of that Hyper Royal color. The leather on these is just that smooth leather. It is not tumbled, so it's a little bit stiffer than the other Jordans that released with the tumbled leather. Then you see you have it on this panel. So Yep, this check is gray. It's like a nubuck feeling, kind of like a super soft nubuck right here. And this gray part behind here is the same material, super plush. Definitely feels ridiculously soft. That feels good. This is a good feeling shoe. I like the quality overall, but I just wish the leather was the Tumblr leather, basically. The tongue is white, of course, and the Hyper Royal tag is on here. You see that right here. And then the inside is that gray to match the gray panels on the shoe. Two pairs of laces. You get the Hyper Royal blue laces and also the white laces. I'm not even touching these Hyper Royal laces because it just wouldn't look good in my opinion. There's not enough details with the Hyper Royal actual color to tie it in my opinion, but yeah. Oh, and speaking on that, the stitching is Hyper Royal stitching. It is that Hyper Royal blue. So, little detail, you won't see it really in the camera, or at least in this shot. But on the up close shots, you'll be able to see that little detail in there. And sorry for these dogs. And lastly, we have the inside, white footbed or white insole with Nike Air logo and Hyper Royal. So that was just some quick details and talking about the colors of the shoe. So let's put these on foot, see how they look, and I will see you right after.
Money on my dress, job with compress. I don't want no press. These niggas too ash. I come with the ash. I won't talk, won't text. Fuck your bitch, one text. I won't talk, no sex. Right no talk, no flex. Blue hundreds I catch. Blue hundreds who racked. I'm running on rest. You finding you catch up. You tap it, don't get no fuck. I'm picking up cash. Them prices we tears up. We gangin' our head out. We slimin', I bang it up. We bangin' no wind up. It's red and we blow it up. My diamonds, they glowing up. She wet and she wanna fuck. Be patient, I'm counting up. Be patient, I'm whipping up. I thought, hey, I touch dots, you can't touch. I touch block, you can't touch. I touch dots, you can't touch. I touch block, you can't touch. Stop in time, I just touch. Super drop.
My pockets on bad out, but I'm a super chopper. I came up from my department where they trigger heavy. Bought my bitch a brand new roller and she still in heavy. Got that Cartier with diamonds and I'm laughing at you. 911 turbo boys cause I'm a super trapper. Young Pluto is out the trenches but I'm big and balanced. I can't never go back broken, that what really matters. Tryna sabotage my crew while you a swaggin' jumper. 911 turbo boys cause I'm a super trapper. Bags of riches, fuck these snitches, I ain't scared. Cold and shiesty, put some prices on your head. All my product card on your nigga with dread. And my leverage cost a bird, I'm on travel, I'm served. Shawty on shirt, hope don't do no shirt. Came from out the curb, made myself a dime. I gotta do payroll, my check on, take a Seiko. First class Andrew pay, ho, you do whatever I say.
Step on drop, yeah. Step on drop, in that drop, off the mud, line it up, ayy, and that 40 top, yeah. Money on my dress, loud with compressor. I don't want no press. These niggas too ash. I come with the ash. I won't talk, won't text. Fuck your bitch, one text. I won't talk, no sex. Right no talk, no flex. Blue hundreds I catch. Blue hundreds who racked up. I'm running on rest. You finding you catch up. You tap it, don't get no fuck. I'm picking up cash up. The prices we tears up. Right no top, I flex. I get the money, more check.
I'm a super trapper. My pockets on bad out, but I'm a super trapper. Two-door back on the schedule, that's the latest. Hot top Rari, double Rari, that Mercedes. I came up from my department where they trigger heavy. Bought my bitch a brand new roller and she still in heavy. Got that Cartier with diamonds and I'm laughing at you. 911 turbo boys cause I'm a super trapper. Young Pluto is out the trenches but I'm big and balanced. I can't never go back broken, that what really matters. Tryna sabotage my crew while you a swaggin' jumper. 911 turbo boys cause I'm a super trapper.
back with the shoe on foot, clean, of course. You know how I do things, clean. But yeah, that was on foot. These shoes are just, they're really nice, but I personally don't think they're worth the value. This size is in the low 5s or high 4s, I believe. Somewhere in there for the size 10 right now. But hey, if people are willing to pay, here you go. You're gonna get them. But yeah, nice shoe, can't complain. Really good materials, good quality. I don't think I could justify paying that much for this, but it is what it is. I mean, these, yeah, but this one, I don't know. You have a White Wings logo here, by the way. In the comments, let me know your thoughts and opinion on this shoe. Did you try for these? How did the release go for you? Because I know it was super tough, and I was really trying to get these, but luckily Nike came through on the app. That's it for this review. In the comments section down below, let me know what you think about this shoe. Is it a cop or a drop for you? Subscribe if you're new and join the crew. I'm out of here. I will see you soon. Never play yourself. Peace.